Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a nice day. I, Kushari bin Abdul Karim, today I will present my final year project regarding factors causes the apartment's market value decline in Rollau Penang. So for my case study, I have selected the Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender 2, and this project I being supervised by Puan Rosada. So today I will cover up the topic of introduction, problem statement, objective of study, scope of study, significance of study, literature review, research methodology, case study, data analysis and finding, and the final one is conclusion and recommendation. So for the introduction is about the property, residential, which is the main essential needs by every household. So the housing prices usually increase by year to year, especially in the major state like Penang, Johor, Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. And also property market always been as a main selection for most of division in investment. For this study, the problem statement that have been obtained is what are the factors causes the apartment's market value decline in rural area, and the second one is what is the apartment's market trend in rural. So for this study, I've been obtained the objective. The first one is to analyze the apartment's market trend in rural Penang, and the second one is to identify the factors causes the apartment's market value decline in Penang. So the scope of study, the research will take place at Pangsapuri Idaman 2, Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender 2, located within the locality of Ralau Penang, and the research is focused on the stratified housing, which is mean the apartment type. So the significance of a study is as contributed as information to the relative personal bodies. This significance of study, this outcome of study can be benefited to anybody, either practitioners in the estate field, and also to the student. So there are 7 of literature review, which is as you can see by Nordiana, Kenneth Richard, Bolan G, Xiao Heng, Stephen G, John Y.C, and Jan Z. So there are discuss about the various issue about the residential, regarding the housing affordability, regarding about the relationship between residential property price and bank lending, about the uncertainty of property market price, and more about the significance to the changing of property prices. So as you can see, this is the summary from the literature review. As I obtained, there are 5 main factors that have been discussed before. There is current development trend or development trend, financial condition, economic situation, location, and the last one is design and maintenance. So for the methodology for the research, I have a 4 phase of research methodology. Begin with the formulate a research proposal and early work, and second one is for the process of data collection. The third one is the analysis and the finding, and the final one is the research conclusion and recommendation. For the data collection method, I have been used 2 of data. The first one is primary data, which is the data collected by questionnaire. The questionnaire consists of 2 sections, which is section A, which is the respondent background, and section B is the factors affecting the value decline. So for the secondary data, the data can be anything, any forms, like printed or unprinted. So the secondary data is used to fulfill the first objective of study, while the primary data is being to use to fulfill the second objective of study. So the scope of respondent, as this study is uh, about the property prices, so the scope of respondent is among the experienced person, among the targeted person, which is like the registered valuer. As we can see, we know that registered valuer have a broad experience about the property prices and trend. Professional valuer, valuation executive, a valuation assistant, and also a estate agent. For the sampling of the study, I have recce the targeted respondent that among practitioners in Penang, and as by survey uh, at the board of valuer, I have obtained there are about 38 valuation firms registered in Penang, and also about 93 agency firms. So I have assumed that there are 4 staff per firms. So there will be about 524% potential respondent to the study lah. So I have been sampling about 20% of them to be as a my study. So the method of sampling that I have been used is the non-probability purposes sampling. So because this topic is about the property prices, property trend, so the study is need to has the experience or knowledgeable person about the topic. So for the study approach, I have been there are process. So for the objective one, there is to analyze the apartments market trend in Laos. I have been survey the info in online and offline. So then I filtered the info. Then I keep the filtered data and recorded it, then analyze it. So for the objective 2, which is to identify the factors causes the apartment's market value decline in Ralau Penang, I have been recce the person, recce the suitable respondent to carry on or to answer the incoming questionnaire. Then I'll filter them, then I will distribute the questionnaire to them. Then I waited for their feedback. Then once they have given their feedback, I recorded the feedback, the data, and then I analyze it. So for the data analysis method, for the objective one, data analyzed by its content. So it can be any various form or any sources. So the data will be analyzed by their suitable ways. Then objective 2, the method which is used is the descriptive statistic analysis, which is mean the data collected from targeted respondent only. As because and on for the objective 2, the data analysis have been gathered by the questionnaire. So the descriptive statistic analysis is suitable to use. Then the result is obtained by the mode of the frequency. So mode is the highest frequency of data lah. So For my case study, it's the Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender. Just for basic knowledge, basic info, it was erected on lot number 1078 Mukim 10, district of Southwest of Penang. It was a freehold ownership. It was developed by Koperasi Tunas Muda Sungai Arah Berhad and completed in 2012. It consists of one block of 11-story apartment, total up to 176 units, which is every unit has 3 bedrooms with area of about 750 square feet. The facilities therein is a jogging track, children's playground, 24-hour guarded service, CCTV, and access card. So just little info about the developer, which is the Koperasi Tunas Muda Sungai Arah Berhad. Their office is located at Taman Tunas Muda Sungai Arah Pulau Pinang, and it was established since 1963. Their focus development in the Penang only. So as you can see the pie chart, most of their development is residential, followed up by commercial, petrol station, and hospital. So we can say they are specialists about the residential development. So the next one is we will see the data analysis and findings. So as a general, we can see the number of residential transaction in Malaysia and Penang, and the second chart is the value. The second graph is value of residential transaction in Malaysia and Penang. As you can see, for the number of residential transaction in Malaysia from 2015 to 2017, there is decline in value about 20.17% from 2015 to 2017, and then as you can see, the number of residential transaction is bounced back at 2019. However, it seemed to going down again, as a few days back, the Rahim & Co International has reported that the number of residential transaction is decreased by 2020 about 14.3% compared to the first 3 quarters last year. So this situation, as we can look, the number of residential is maybe will going down because of the pandemic of COVID-19, and we hope the market will strong back and stabilize back. But however, as you can see, for the Penang market, the number of residential transaction also going down from 2015 to 2017, as same by the number of residential transaction in Malaysia by 20.93%. So as conclusion, we can see the number of residential is going down, and also happen for the value of residential transaction in Malaysia and Penang, and as reported by the Rahim & Co International, the volume of residential transaction in Malaysia also going down about 14.8% compared to the last year. Okay, so we analyze our case study, Pangsapuri Idaman Level 2. This data was a transaction data obtained by Jabatan Penilaian dan Perkhidmatan Harta Malaysia. This is a graph of the movement of average value transacted from 2013 once it completed 2013 to until 2020, but the data on 2016, as I analyzed, there is no any transaction in 2016. So the average value of Masapuri Idaman Lavender is going down beginning from 2017, and the analysis resulted to this decreasing of value by 14.21 for the duration from 2017 to nowadays. Then the next analysis is about the lowest transaction value and the highest transaction value. The yellow line is the highest and the blue line is the lowest. As we can see, the trend also shows the declining, and the analysis from 2017 to 2020 resulted to decreasing in value. For the lowest part is about 19.94%, and the highest part is about 12.28%. So the next one is the analysis from land.plus. It also shows a declining in value, which is the blue line. As you can see, the blue line is going down from early of 2019 before bounce back at the middle of 2020. And the next one is the trend, the graph analyzed by the hpop.my also show decreasing pattern of value starting between 2017 and 2018. So as we can see, the Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender 2 shows the declining in value. So we want to look more. Is it the declining in value is happen only on the Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender 2, or also happen to the nearest apartments within the locality? So there are 5 of selected apartment that we want to look their trend or market trend. So the first one is Zan Pavilion. Zan Pavilion also showed the declining in value. The second one is Pangsapuri Sri Abadi, also shows a declining in value. Starting from 2017, also happened at Zan Pavilion on 2017. And the next one, we look for the Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender. Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender, we look the trend of the property prices is quite stable. Then the next one is Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender 3. Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender 3, the trend is bounce up, but not very stable. And the last one is the Pangsapuri Idaman Iris. Pangsapuri Idaman Iris also same like the Pangsapuri Idaman Lavender, which is their property prices is very stable. So what we can conclude in this data analysis, that there is a value decline for apartments market in Pangsapuri Lavender 2 and also in the locality of Erlau. Okay, the next one is an analysis for the objective 2, which is to obtain the factors that affecting the declining of value in Erlau. So the question is distribute, and this is a result obtained from the question A. As you can see, the question A, there are 100 respondents was respond, and this analysis is made based on the 100 respondent. So the majority is from a male person, and the majority also from Malay race, Malay ethnic for this respondent. Okay, the second one, as you can see, the majority of respondents are between 31 to 25 years old, and the majority of respondents are among estate agent and valuation executive. Okay, next, about their experience, the respondent experience. Majority of respondents have experience and practice below 5 years in Penang, followed up by 6 to 10 years old experience. So the majority for this study is their experience is about below 5 to 10 years old. Okay, next we will look for the factors affecting the value declining. Okay, the first factor is current development trend. And as you can see the graph, the majority of respondents agree the factor of current development trend affecting the declining value of property value, which put sub-factor of movement of demand to new area as its main. As you can see, the movement of demand to new area, the majority of respondents, number of 72%, have agreed that these factors is affecting. And the second factor is financial ability. As also we can see the majority of respondents also agree the factor of financial ability affecting the declining of property market value, which put sub-factor of availability of existing financial resources as a main. And as you can see, there are 67% agrees that this issue, the ability of existing financial resources as a main for main element for financial ability. The next one is economic situation. Also, majority of respondents also agree the economic situation affecting declining of property value. And the next one is the factors of location, and as a result, also majority of respondents agree for these factors and put the sub-factors of level of surrounding safeness as a main. And the last one is the factor of design and maintenance. Also, majority of respondents agree that these factors is affecting the declining of property market value. So in conclusion, as we can see, the market trend for apartments in Pulau Pinang was face a value declining. This is not happen for only for my case study, my case subject, which is Fangsapuri Idamala Veda 2, but also happen to some of other apartment located nearby with same locality in Pulau Pinang. And this study also showed that the factor of current development trend, financial ability, and economic situation, location and design, and maintenance are affecting the declining of property market value. So for recommendation for future studies, I have some suggestion topic which is reasonable to explore. The first one is about the study about factor that causes the surplus of unsold units in Penang. As I have seen, some article shows that there are surplus of unsold unit in Malaysia uh, and Penang, of course. And the second one is a study about shortage of affordable house in Penang, because this issue is quite sensitive, and but we need to investigate further about the shortage of affordable housing, especially in Penang. So that's all from me, and I hope you enjoy and clear about my presentation, and that's all. Thank you.